Hey everyone, it's Kim here with the promised collection update by the end of 2019. I may have said 2020, I can't remember. But here's my entire Kotobukiya BISHOUJO collection as of the end of December. I think it's the 29th today. 29th of December 2019. So if you want to see my entire collection, then stay tuned. So to start things off, I have my Marvel shelf, mostly, well, not just the only Marvel shelf, this is more like my X-Men shelf, characters from X-Men titles. I'm just going to see if we can actually get these or if I might have to change my lighting, but it should be fine. So up the back was, I believe, my very first, she was my very first, 90s Jim Lee Jean Grey. She is what started my interest in this series. And then my now husband got me Mystique for Christmas that same year. She was also another one I wanted. But as you can see, I don't display her with the big disc base because I have a pet peeve with big disc bases because they just take up so much room. I have the original Scarlet Witch, the smaller scale. That's why she looks so small. I actually managed to get her for a really good price because of a damaged box, and then when I received it, sorry, it had like a little bit of a dent and that was it, but apart from that the box was perfectly fine. We've actually bought one a few years later that had a worse condition, and yeah, it came from Japan with a damaged box with a tiny little dent, that's all I have to say, and I got a massive discount. Up the back here we have Lady Deadpool. Oh, there we go. Lady Deadpool and Domino, who I got this year. They just look fantastic together. If you disagree, then you disagree. I won't hold it against you. I did have two X-23s. I sold the non-exclusive version earlier on this year because I just wanted the space, because Dark Phoenix should be going here. If not, I will be budging her over and putting her over here. So I have the, there we go. I have the SDCC exclusive one, which I got a few years after I got the original one. I never liked this one originally, but I ended up then just deciding, yes, I prefer this one. So I got that one for Christmas a couple of years ago. I also have the elusive, for some people, SDCC Psylocke. This is the one that I liked. This is the one that I was going for. I had alerts on eBay for this one, and I got her for, I think she's my most expensive sold out one. I think I got her for over £200, but she's worth it. Up the back there we have Kitty Pryde. I got her at a convention, I think. She was quite cheap. Storm, I got her second hand as well. She was reasonably priced. She's up the back there because she is massive and does not need a riser, so there you go, that's my X-Men shelf. Excuse the outfit, I know you're not here for that, but it's freezing. I live in Scotland. The dressing gown has been on for months. So here we have what I dub my Avengers shelf. This is the exclusive Black Widow with the Hawkeye mask, and she has a dagger. So she has like a kind of, I think it was the gunmetal outfit. What is this focus all about? Yeah, so she's got the gunmetal grey suit. I actually preferred this over the solid black suit. That's just me. I mean, you can see the difference between her and Wasp. So Wasp's got kind of like the black latexy look. But my husband got her for me, Black Widow for me. And I love her. She's just gorgeous. She's easily got one of the nicest faces. What the heck is going on with this? There you go. One of the older PCs with one of the best faces. There's Wasp. She was originally her wings were not iridescent, so you can kind of see the shift Like there's a blue shift, there goes some pink and some yellow, depending on how I angle it. She originally didn't have that. We commented on a thread on the Kotobukiya Facebook page saying it's bug wings, it should have some sort of iridescence to it, and they did change it I think a few months before release, and it's absolutely gorgeous. When I first got it I was really happy with it. She's really nice, and she's on a little splash of water. And then next to her we've got She-Hulk, so the original one, not the exclusive. I'm kind of kicking myself I didn't get that one, the red one. She-Hulk's really nice, but my only issue is, if you can see here, is like there looks to be like a colour difference. I've mentioned this to some people. It just picks up on camera like two different colours, so like the top half of the body is one colour and the bottom half just looks like a different colour. I don't know why. Spider-Gwen, I hate the unmasked head sculpt, so that is forever in the box. Her ear's just huge on that one. Binary I picked up when I was in Paris a few years back. It was in a little comic book store near where we were staying, and they had her and a few others like really, really cheap with really damaged boxes. So I picked her up because I actually like her better than the original version. God, I didn't like this one originally. I didn't like Elektra originally. It was, I want to say Marissa or Pearl had got Elektra, and they'd been doing paint ups because they seem to be in countries where it's really warm and the red paint keeps fading, I want to say. And then the amount of times I saw these pictures I was like, I have to get her, so I got her second hand as well for a reasonable price off of eBay. And Spider-Woman, didn't want her originally, and then like I kept seeing her sold at conventions, and then I think I was down in London and I picked her up at London Comic Con. What I love about this one, I'll pick it up just ever so gently. They have a compartment for her masked head, which I love. Okay, the base is massive, another pet peeve, but I love the whole compartment part of it, just so I can like hide it away. I did have that with Spider-Gwen. I was attempting to put the head underneath the base because it's on a slant, but it didn't work sadly. Kamala Khan. She's really underrated, and I don't know why, but I just love her pop of colour. Her books, comic series by G. Willow Wilson is fantastic. If you read it, you should pick this up. There's no reason for you not to pick it up. In the UK, one seller's got her really cheap actually, and I'll come to this in a minute. Like Squirrel Girl, the leggings have got like a texture to them, so it feels quite suede-y, which I really like. And I'm just waiting for the Captain Marvel to go with her. Been waiting. Hopefully we hear about it soon. She is due to, on that note, Captain Marvel, I've been told, is going to be resolicited at some point. They don't have a date yet, but as soon as we know, it'll be all over the group. The first proximity base ones, Lady Loki and Jane Foster Thor. Lady Loki won our 2017 Bishoujo of the Year that we did in the group. Understandably so. To be fair, they're both stunning. But I left the helmet on Thor because I preferred that. And then Squirrel Girl, the April Fool's joke became true. She also has a massive disc. It's in the box. Don't at me, I need room for other figures. So there we go, that's my Avengers shelf. I need to get risers in on the X-Men one, but I'm going to wait till I get Dark Phoenix so I know the positioning and how many risers I do need, but it should be fairly simple. So I had to get this risers for this shelf because there are so many taller pieces. And it just looks a lot tidier. I do have maybe a space for one or two more. Captain Marvel, please. But let me go down a shelf. This shelf is fairly empty. This is going to be where a lot of the newer pieces are coming in. So the newer lines are My Little Pony, as you can see, and G.I. Joe. Yeah, so I've got Fluttershy paid for, waiting for it to dispatch, and Baroness, who's going to be my husband's present. Late Christmas present, but he doesn't know that, but if he watches this whole video then, hi honey, I bought you Baroness. Yeah, I got Baroness for him for Christmas. And Scarlet, I was going to say Scarlet Witch, Scarlet as well. But I was so happy to see her out of the box because she was sitting in the box since I got her at the start of August. Fantastic piece. I'm doing videos on Scarlet soon and another one a couple more shelves down, so hold on. This is my DC shelf, equipped with risers as well. Oh God, where did I begin? My first one, I think, was Huntress. My husband got me her the same year as Black Widow. Stunning piece. Shame about the circle base. She's not my biggest gripe on this shelf. Starfire, if I'm ever to read any DC comics, Starfire is the... Not Starfire, sorry. Teen Titans is the comic that I will read. I loved the animated series years ago. We've got Wonder Girl, who I bought for my husband. Wonder Girl? Yes, Wonder Girl. Oh, God. Donna Troy is the one he would have preferred. But he liked this one as well. I've got the original Raven. The white one was nice. Like, the paint on it was nice. But it didn't warrant me buying the character again. And I'm going to sound hypocritical in a few minutes. I got the new 52 Harley Quinn when it came out. Gorgeous piece, up close. Her face is gorgeous. I'm going to go in here. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my phone now. There we go. So if it's fuzzy at parts, well, that's just down to my tech really. This is where I'm going to be hypocritical. I got Batwoman. Again, stunning piece with the unmasked portrait, but I went for the masked one. Biggest gripe, as many people that do know me, it's the huge base. And the cape, well, it looks great. It's a massive space hogger. I have bought the second version, which is more comic accurate, and I'll be receiving her next year, but I'm not really paying anything for it because I'm using my sideshow points that I had gathered up. But I'm not in a rush to get that one. Mine's came with a dodgy leg, so this leg here slides out of the boot. That's how it was when it arrived, but other than that, I want the more comic accurate, the paler skin. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we've just seen a mock-up edit online. And breathe. Katana, I got from my husband. She just looks fantastic. I just love the curves, the armour. The boots are very pinky on... Okay, they're pinky in real life as well, who am I kidding? But they're very pinky looking in comparison. Like, I think the red at the top part is darker than the boots, but I'm not going to drag them out because... Yeah. The original Supergirl, my husband is a massive Kara Zor fan. He wanted this one, but she was always like really hard to get, really high price after, because we started collecting late. Again with Binary, she was on sale in a comic book store in Paris, and because she had such a damaged box, she was massively reduced, so we picked her up. Her box cannot be saved, so I think it's gone in the bin, and there's a wee cheeky arse shot there. Stripey the cat's there, but I had the newer Supergirl pre-ordered before we went to Paris, and before we picked up this one, and this is the one he prefers, and then I had her on order, I couldn't cancel it, so that's why there's two. Power Girl is, out of Supergirl and Power Girl is his favourite. He's a guy, she's got big tits, 2 and 2 together, it's not difficult. The older piece is a lot more tanned, I believe, from the reissue. Don't quote me on that. From the images, she looks a lot paler. Her legs are really tanned, but it's not picking up in the camera because of this light. Base is the biggest pet peeve. I think it's the biggest base I have. Huntress might be on par, but I don't know. Julia, if you see this video, you are the reason I have done this. One of the girls in our Facebook group posted a picture and had Catwoman on Parallel's base, and I was like, you know what? That's going to solve my issue of I need space like now. It's not going to be enough space, but it'll do. Because I've got Mary Marvel, so she might be in here, but I'll let the husband rearrange the shelf. Catwoman, I think everybody's biggest pet peeve this year. I think she's stunning. The leg length is the same as the others, but she just looks so small because she's kind of lying. Oh, she's not kind of, she is lying down, sorry. Absolutely gorgeous piece. I did a video on that, so you can view that out on my channel. Black Canary, another Bishoujo statue, which I was told was delayed a few years. Originally, she was supposed to have a gargoyle on her base, a bird one. So it was kind of like a running theme with her, Huntress, and Batgirl. But it didn't happen, so she's kind of got, I think it's supposed to be like a Sonic Scream thing, but it really just looks like water. So yeah, that's my DC shelf. That's very nicely organised. My husband loves organising things, so I just left him to it. He's going to have to reorganise it when Poison Ivy and Mary Marvel arrive. Good luck with that. That shelf is chocker. So this shelf might be a little bit dark. This is my last one. So, ignore my wee Simba slippers as well. I'll put this out of the way now. The cat's eating drinking station is right next to this cabinet, so there's a weird water noise. Mass Effect, Alistair's favourite. These are actually, what was it? That's going to really annoy me. Tally's Aura is one he actually bought himself. He doesn't really buy them for himself. It's usually me that buys them for them, because that means that they're technically mine. Really nice piece. There was a variant of her, but this is just the original one. Oh, Liara? Don't hate me, I never played them. I bought the games for people, but I never played it. I want to say Liara. Liara. This was a gift. You know who you are if you gave me it. That's all I'm saying. Edward Scissorhands, my only horror, technically horror piece. I loved Edward Scissorhands when I was younger, so I had to pick this one up. I love the Lolita, gothic Lolita look. It's just stunning. Cammy is one of Alistair's favourite Street Fighter characters. This is his favourite costume. I might pick him up the older one since it was re-released. Karen, I just got her in the post the other week there. She was part of my Christmas video coming up on her soon. I'll go into sort of a more depth then. The two Sakuras. So I got the second version because I actually prefer it to the first. The first was a present for my husband. He prefers that one. To each their own. I had pre-ordered Captain Marvel for 2018, she got cancelled, and then I didn't buy anything. Yeah, I hadn't bought anything, like I didn't get any Bishoujo that year, and I was like, well, she was on offer from a UK store for about £35. Totally underappreciated piece. I've never seen the movie, I've done a review on it. The statue, not the movie obviously, but yeah, she's really really nice in person, so if you get a chance to pick her up, then I would say do it. Unless you're in Asia, you might have problems. Mara Jade, I picked her up at a convention when she first came out. I think I got her for about £40-50 or something like that. I never got Jaina Solo, though I did get Mara Jade. She's a nice piece, but I might sell her at one point because I'm just, as you can see, running out of room. This shelf needs dusted, it's absolutely bogging. So yeah, that's all of my Bishoujo. I've got over 40, I can't remember, I'm too tired to count right now. Over 40 this year. 3 more on the way. I would have added them in, but, well, I picked Sal packaging, so I'm not getting mine dispatched till next year. I'm not bitter about that at all, but yeah. There you go, my promised collection by the end of 2019. I hope you liked it. I've got a cat that's probably going to butt in a second, but yeah. If you collect this series, then feel free to join our Facebook group. The link will be in the bio below. We've also got an Instagram account, a Facebook page, a website where I've got information about new releases, convention news, stuff. I'm going blank because I need to go to bed. But yeah, hopefully you like this. Hopefully it's okay. I'll put a bit of music on. I'll fling it up on the YouTubes. And if you ever want to talk to me about these pieces, do, because I love them. I've quit collecting everything else for them. So before I trail on any further, I'll have Karen's review and Scarlett's review out once my new backdrop arrives. That's why they're not up yet. And I'll get the other 3 reviewed in the new year. But all the best for 2020, folks. If you've got any comments, suggestions, not comments, sorry, questions, just put them down below. I'm here for a chat. I'm here to answer questions. I'm not professional, but if you need help, I'll look into it for you and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, bit late. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. Wish you all the best for your collecting in 2020, and I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.